There's a bit of a tussle going on in the softball South Australia Adelaide City Competition Premier League, and these two teams are right in the scrap of it. Good afternoon, good evening, good morning, wherever you're watching around Australia and around the world. My name's Eric Ballner. I am joined by a national champion coach in Bill Benedictson, supported by Spacequake Sports. I'm happy to bring you the defending champions, Walkerville Cats, facing off against the Port Adelaide Magpies. Bill, this is a tight competition right now. Every point feels like it's going to make a difference at the end of the season. These two teams both got off to slow starts. They're starting to find their form. Walkerville tied for fourth, technically on the outside looking in right now with 9 points, a chance to move into a final spot. Port Adelaide, well, they have won 6 of their last 8. 6-2 in their last 8. They've got 12 points. This is a game that will have huge magnifications at the end of the season when you stack them all up. A 4-point swing, Port Adelaide and Walkerville.
Well, good evening, Eric, and good evening, everybody. Yes, you're absolutely right. Both teams, a bit of a shaky start. Didn't have their some of their prime players due to, visa problems and things like that, paperwork. Now they're all in the lineup, and they're firing pretty well. Tight game last night, like you said. Walkerville 2-0 winners. And Port Adelaide 5-2 winners, so they're both on the move. 5 of their last 6, is that what we said with Port?
Yeah, 6 of their last 8. They were 5 of the last 6 a couple weeks ago, but they lost against West Torrens in the broadcast game last Wednesday. They bounced back, though, well, what was supposed to be Saturday, but yesterday, with a 5-2 win over Seacombe. And let's start there with Port Adelaide. I mean, they're hitting .327 as a team. That ERA, it had been the highest in the league, but that's starting to go down with Lacey Ham and Morgan Hess now sharing some duties in the circle. Lacey Ham is going to start tonight, but Port Adelaide, they started 0-3. We're looking like they were going to be 0-4. They scored 7 unanswers to hoodwink Sturt, come back, get a win on the board. And ever since then, they've been rolling a little bit. This is looking more like that Port Adelaide formula of old, with good production from the imports and excellent production from the locals.
Yeah, and they've got Charlize Callahan back. His first game back, or she played last night too? I'm not sure. But very, a welcome return for them because, as you said, the first couple of games of the season, they looked like in total disarray. And they kept the composure, and it's all firing for them now.
Now they've got 12 points, and this is the team, Walkerville, that is in 5th place right now. Port Adelaide at 12. If Port Adelaide win this game, they will be 5 points clear. So they'll have a bit of margin of error to play with as you approach Christmas and into the break. If Walkerville win this one, well, then all of a sudden, you could potentially have just that 4th place team 1 point behind Port Adelaide. So things might get a little bit tricky. We will take a look at the lineups in a moment, but it's a show and go here right now with our third commentary member of the commentary crew with 2nd place Hills, turning into a superstar of this tournament, this little softball tournament we got in South Australia, Charisma Bergeson. Charisma, welcome to the broadcast booth.
Thanks for having me.
Port Adelaide facing Walkerville today. Let's take a look at how Port Adelaide will line up. Morgan Hess will bat first. She hit a home run on her first pitch she saw last night. Montana Edwards batting 2. Lacey Ham batting 3. Jess Maslin batting 4. Charlize Callahan, like you said, she's returned to this lineup. She's slotted right in the middle of it. Interestingly enough, though, Riley Donovan moved down the lineup to number 6. More on some of her university numbers a little later on. Brody Borovnik, she's moved over from West Torrens over to Port Adelaide. She is batting 7. Amber Dodd-Mobius having a great season, batting 8. And Courtney Shepard, the DP, is batting 9th. Around the field for Walkerville, it is Casey Taylor in left field, Haley Mayer in center, Aaron Reed at right field. Christy Salas, the import, is at third base. Sophie King slots over at short. Aaron Stone at second. Georgia Mason, off a breakout year last season, at first. Chelsea Robinson, she's on screen right now. How good has she been? She has shown off the arm last night in their 2-0 win over Sturt. And in the circle is Taylor Caudle, and it's no coincidence that since Caudle's returned, Walkerville has now won. Well, they're unbeaten in 3. They're two wins and 1 draw. But last night, 6 innings, 2 hits, no walks, 11 strikeouts, and the hits were probably hard done by on the scoring error. Charisma, you know Taylor Caudle.
I do.
What's the secret to Taylor Caudle?
Man, there's no secret. She's a beast in the circle. That's why I joined Boise and stopped playing against them.
Yeah, Charisma got to play with Taylor Cottle for one season at Boise towards the end of the career. Now you're both in South Australia. What do you kind of look for, I guess, as a batter when you're facing somebody like Taylor Cottle?
I think it depends on who you are as a batter. For me personally, as a power hitter, and Taylor knows me well, so she's going more rise balls, especially if I'm behind in the count. But more sitting that outside curveball changeup that she's got.
Yeah, that pitch mix helped win her the Calf Coral medal last year for the most valuable player in the competition.
Charisma, I was going to say, don't give away too many secrets. People do listen. And they will,
I'll try not to.
They will go back and pick you up on your words there.
Oh, great.
Yeah. I'd say Taylor Carlos is an impact player, and Charisma, you are as well. Both made very big impacts your first games into the lineup. I remember watching your first pitch home run out here. Was that back first round?
A few weeks ago, yeah.
Yeah, a few rounds.
On the theme of first pitch home runs, Morgan Hess from Delaware, Delaware University, and she leads things off. She was in the commentary crew a couple weeks ago. Hit a home run last night on the first pitch that she saw. She's gone deep twice in this competition already and had a big season in 2025. Hit 346, 12 doubles, 8 homers, 39 RBIs. She also pitched 108 innings with a pretty low ERA. Opponents hit just 209 off her. She pitched last night, too. She's a dual-threat player, Morgan Hess. So a good battle between two pretty elite players to start this one.
Nasty changeup. Nasty changeup by Taylor. Had her out in front.
Sturdy.
And, it was, wasn't it?
How do you lay off that?
I don't know. You got to just see it out the hand. But, I mean, that's a strike either way, I think. So.
Yeah, she knows it.
Montana Edwards up to bat. She's off to a great start, hitting near 500 to start the year. I feel like I don't know charisma is a word that a lot of players in this competition have used when talking about facing Taylor Cottle. The last 2 seasons now, she had well over 200 strikeouts, which is a rare barrier to break in this competition last year, and pitched all but 6 innings for Walkerville en route to winning the premiership. They went from out of the finals to winning a premiership. So it is possible to do that. Something Hills are trying to do this season.
We're trying.
Yeah, definitely a big comeback year for Walkerville, wasn't it, from the year previous? Struggled. And then last year just lit it up at the end, didn't they? They really became a really good team, solid team in the second half.
Montana Edwards on the 1-1 count. Swing and a miss. Bill, you had to face Walkerville in that championship game last year when you were coaching Seacom. And it was an interesting one, and we'll get to this after this pitch. It's a 1-2 count with Taylor Cottle pitching. Just missed on the inside, but a lot of the dialogue before it was, hey, you can't really let them score more than 2 runs because if you're going to win, it's going to be a tight, low-scoring game, and that just adds all kinds of pressure to an opposing offense.
Yeah, and Seacom was the team that could do that last year. As you know, we had really good defense, and we limited a lot of runs against and played fantastic defense in that grand final, albeit a couple errors that did give them the 2-3 runs that they needed. But you remember the double plays from Becky Havis there at first base, diving and throwing down the one, and But
full count to Montana Edwards, who leads the team in walks and leads the team in RBIs as well. Off to a great start. And that is a patient at-bat from Montana Edwards, who finds her way on base.
Wow, yeah, that was a great at-bat right there.
To see a replay of that last pitch, I don't know where that one missed. It was pretty good height-wise, my side view, but maybe Brandon can give us another look at that ball forward, but it worked a good walk.
Lacey Ham steps up to plate right now. She's off to a great start as well, both with the bat and in the circle. Another one of these new import players that Port Adelaide brought over this season, a change in the regular crew that we'd seen for a few years. Here's a look at the replay.
Yeah, off the plate.
Tad inside.
Yeah, it's a good call. Thanks, Brandon.
That was a great call by the home plate umpire, Damian McCauley. Jason Irvine over at first, Pete Fairley at third for your umpire crew. This one popped up, and that one goes foul. Charisma, I think you played with Lacey too, did you?
I did. I also played with Lacey, yeah.
Was that at San Jose?
It was. I played with her for 3 years.
All right.
Yeah.
3-year teammate with Lacey Ham.
Yeah, she's a great teammate. Great human being, great teammate, loves the sport.
Is that the same San Jose as Chillingworth's at?
Yep.
It is, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, very good.
Small world.
Yeah.
So Lacey Ham behind in the count, 0-2. Cottle looking for strikeout number 2. The reigning calf coral medalist on the reigning premiership team. That just slipped out of her hands, so it's a 1-2 count.
It's a bit of a cool night tonight, windy, but, you know, a bit of grip problems maybe.
Hey, it's on schedule at West Beach here.
Regular Wednesday night game, yeah.
Brisk winter's night at the start of summer.
I brought my gloves. Not softball gloves.
Swing and a miss, and again, just chasing on some off speed, down and away, and Cottle kind of set her up for that.
Yeah.
Yeah, nice pitch again. The same one that had Hess way out in front. You know, 2 strikes, and you pretty much have to go at it, don't you?
Jess Maslin up to the plate, another calf coral medalist in this competition. She swings first pitch. This popped out towards, well, shallow right field or deep infield. I don't know what you want to call it. Aaron Stone, either way, makes the play, and Cottle concedes a walk, but gets a couple strikeouts and a shallow fly ball to end the inning unscathed and head it to the bottom of the first. Scoreless.
Aaron Stone stays with this one really well because that wind blowing in can be confusing. That ball off the bat looks like it's going to land on the grass. And,
definitely looked like it was going straight to right.
It's still 2 meters or 5 feet inside on the dirt.
Take a look at how Walkerville will bat in order today. Sophie King leading things off. Aaron Stone continues. She's doubled down on a great year she had last year and is near the competition lead in hits. Chelsea Robinson is looking back to vintage national champion and Team Australia player Chelsea Robinson. Christy Salas, their import star, in the middle of the lineup at 4. Georgia Mason at 5. Steph Gall batting 6th. And, well, you talked to the Walkerville coaching staff before the game, and they were really impressed as of late during this mini 3-game run that they're on with the 7, 8, 9 part of the lineup. Haley Mayer, Aaron Reed, and Casey Taylor rounded out. Bit of a different look defensively for Port Adelaide with the return of a few players. Brody Borovnik in left field. Amber Dodd-Mobius now playing center. Jess Neves in right field. Charlize Callahan, she's back, and she's at her regular manned position at third. Morgan Hess at short. Montana Edwards at second. Jess Maslin moves over to first. And Riley Donovan is catching. Well, Lacey Ham is in the circle. She has pitched the Lions' share of innings this year for Port Adelaide and has been instrumental in their run of 6 out of their last 8 games that they've won. She'll face Sophie King to lead things off. Was Lacey a dual threat player in college as well?
Well, she only pitched.
She only pitched there, okay.
But she's been swinging the bat really well. I've been really impressed with how she's been swinging it.
It's a bit of a common theme with the pitchers that come here that have played college, and they have all this pent-up aggression because they haven't been allowed to swing the bat. They get here and they burn it up. They do it with the bat instead of the arm.
Oh, yeah. Probably saves their arm a lot more.
Sophie King has been one of the better players in this competition for almost 2 decades now. It's hard to believe. She's won 4 premierships, including last year.
She really is a prototypical leadoff batter, isn't she? Knows her zone pretty well, can take pitches, hit for contact.
And runs well.
Runs very well, hit for power, good bunt.
Played on the Stars for a number of years on the South Australian state team. won 2 national championships in the last 4 years after not winning one for 66. 2 and 4 sounds a lot better than none in 66, Bill.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I have a small part in all of our championships here.
Well, for those that are listening, Bill was the coach of that drought-breaking team. This one popped up to shallow center field. And that one, I don't know, Sophie King prayed to the softball gods before the game, had one drop in, and she's on base.
I think that wind helped her out a little bit right there.
Yeah, did you see Hess is actually playing in quite a long way there, probably expecting short game, and it was, but a long way to run.
For either of them, shortstop or center field.
And with this breeze blowing in, it's going to play like a short field tonight. They got to be careful.
Aaron Stone tries to lay down a bunt, and that one goes right behind foul. It's a quick 0-1 count.
The danger, it's kind of like on Diamond 2, where you play a little bit closer, and with that dirt that goes all the way out there, that you're the right depth for a fly ball, but if they hit a line drive, it's past you. You know, you're at the fence.
This one bunted right back towards the pitcher. Ham turns for 1. She'll get the leadoff runner. That probably not exactly what you want to do on a bunt.
No, that was good awareness by Lacey, and you could definitely hear everybody on the field yelling for 2 on that.
She pushes it past Jess Maslin, the first base, who's coming in very aggressive. Actually worked out well because, you know, she's crept in so far by that push bunt getting by her. She's lucky it didn't get past. If it gets past the pitcher, she's safe.
Important to keep that runner out of scoring position because this is where Walkerville do their work. The middle of the lineup, Chelsea Robinson and Christy Salas. Robinson, 2 years ago, missed a big chunk of the season. She was becoming a mom. Last year, returned full-time, as well as Sophie King. It's not a coincidence. Obviously, Taylor Caudill played a huge role in that and was the star import of the season, but you get Chelsea Robinson back and Sophie King back on a full-time basis, and you're probably going to win a lot of softball games.
Chelsea was really quite dominant last year when she did come back, pulling the ball better with power, changed up a bit. When she moved back to shortstop, and it was Bailu?
Bailey Liu.
Bailey Liu. Sorry, I shortened it.
Bailu's kind of close. You had a couple syllables in there.
It's her. It's like, you know, like J-Lo. She's Bailu. Anyway, when she came back into the fold and behind the plate, and Chelsea went to shortstop, they really became a tough defensive unit. But, you know, Chelsea is by far a great catcher behind the plate there. Good to see her back there.
Back with the Stars as well. 2-2 count. And she'll swing at something upstairs. It's the first strikeout of the day.
Ooh, got it with the high cheese there. Couldn't lay off it.
Christy Salas will follow. Here's a look at the MC Sports replay. You don't see Chelsea swing too much at those.
That was climbing and still going.
Christy Salas up to bat right now. Went at Our Lady of the Lake University in her college. Put up some pretty big numbers, but has come over here, and you talked to Linda Martin before the game, the assistant coach with Walkerville, talking about more of the calming influence she's had on a lot of the younger players on the team. A little bit of a different energy to more of the up-tempo pace that they had from some of the players last year.
Waits on
up
that
the middle. Edwards flips to get the lead runner, and that is a 1-2. Well, no, it's not a 1-2-3. It's a 1-2-3-4 inning. It's not a thing, but I've already kind of boxed myself in, so we're just gonna roll with it.
Like, she did a really good job of keeping her hands back on that changeup, and a nice shot up the middle, but nice play by Montana, sorry, and just that little flip, very close. Aaron's running hard on that play. That was closer than it looked.
That was pretty close play.
You know, a couple things could go wrong there. Hess didn't come all the way across the bag. It could have made it shorter, but hey, they got the out.
Well, we are with Charisma Bergeson in the commentary box tonight, and there's a few big imports on this team, but you're part of an import crew and with Hills that has sort of helped shift the tide a little bit from a team that had struggled to win a few games the last 2 years. You're sitting in second right now. Can you give us a little insight on what kind of the culture or the vibes like right now in that Hills camp?
Amazing. I think that the culture's always been there. It's a young team, right? I think with the addition of Sarah and I, it's just kind of bringing that next level competition. When we were on video calls with the girls before even coming over here, all of them, I remember Georgia King being like, we want to be competitive. And I think that us helping them get to that has brought us to where we are in this season, and it's going to keep going.
Yeah, it was interesting. When Bill and I met up today before the game, I was chowing down on a hot dog, as I normally do, but Bill walked up and literally not even talking about this game said, I was here last night, and I'll tell you what, those Hills kids can play. And he was talking, I was like, yeah, Abby Bashard. He's like, no. And he started listing off a whole list of players there about people that are sort of coming into their own and almost maybe finding themselves a little bit more in the game.
Oh, yeah. I think there's been a lot of opportunities for younger athletes right now, and they're taking advantage of it.
Here's Charlize Callahan, who's been a regular part of this Port Adelaide lineup since she was, 14 years old in this competition. She entered the competition when 1 year Port Adelaide didn't win a game. In fact, at one point it was a 2 year in something like 200-day time difference between wins, and she was part of that team that broke that drought, brought in some imports that helped advance those younger players, and eventually they became sort of one of the powerhouse teams in the competition. They also broke a drought. They hadn't been to a grand final in something like 64 years in their entire existence of their club.
Wow.
They had never been to one, and they won on their first time getting to one.
Well, Charlize is one of those players that's been in the state team for the regionals under 14s way back is when I first met her. Under 16s when we went to Waverley and did really well, and she played well there too. And then 18s and 23s, I think, too. And added to the Stars last year.
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
And you could hear Charlize talk about that journey with Port Adelaide as well. And she'll tell you, too, that it was kind of a confidence thing, that as they started to win more games, they got a little bit more confident and they found themselves a little bbit more about who they are as softball players. She'll crack one to left. And I know talking to Reggie at the start of the season after one game, she said hey, I just want to win a couple games early and have everybody feeling like they can believe they're a good team because we can be one. And that seems to be what's happened.
Oh, yeah, 100%. Those girls are believing it every day a little bit more.
I don't think it's false belief either.
No, they deserve to be here. They keep showing it.
Callahan on a 2-2 count. This is a good battle with Taylor Cottle. She's taking her deep. This is a second straight night Cottle has pitched. Callahan just stays alive, and that gets a few cheers from Riley Donovan in the on-deck circle.
With two strikes, Charlize crept up on the box. She was right up at the front of the box just trying to beat that rise ball before it takes off and gets past her. And she just enough to foul that ball off. I'd look for the changeup from Cottle to take her out here, though.
Just missed.
She did well to lay off. It was off the plate, though, too, but changeup.
And now it's a full count in a battle between Cottle and Callahan.
Just like she's pitching to Charisma, she's coming upstairs with the rise ball. We'll see.
Swing and a miss, and she dials it up a little bit there. You're just nodding your head, Charisma.
Yeah, she does a really good job at being able to place her rise balls at different heights. And
I think what's really good about that rise ball, it's going to be a strike anyway, or at least the very top of the zone. So she has to swing at this one.
Exactly.
It's like a low climber.
Oh my goodness.
Yep.
What do you do with that? Just coming in at the hands.
God, you just got to chop at it at that point.
And hope you're on time. Is it a matter of the rise ball's coming, but you just got to figure out where?
Well, yeah, that part. I think my biggest thing is, like, you got to learn the difference in pitchers and if they're up balls or down balls and be able to make that adjustment of coming more straight at it, hit the ground ball mentality more than the bomb mentality.
Riley Donovan up to bat right now, moved down in the order to 6, but you kind of feel like Donovan is just waiting to explode in this competition. She's had a couple big games. Hasn't quite strung it together yet, but you've seen her do it at Southern Oregon, where she had a prolific career. Not only was she a champion there, but she hit .473 over 3 years with 51 homers in 186 games. That'll play.
That's impressive.
She's got that big swing.
Great
Just
swing.
missed that.
Yeah.
Just missed it.
And if she got it, it was gone.
Oh, that was going over the doghouse.
Yeah, the bat speed's there.
Yeah.
1-2 count.
It's a good pitch to swing that, and she had a pretty good hack. Just missed it.
Just missed that one too. Fouled it back, but will stay alive. Donovan played in Belgium just this last, well, I mean, our offseason in South Australia. Your in season, I don't know.
Yeah.
It depends what perspective you want to take.
I mean, if you just keep going back and forth, you're always in season.
It's always summer somewhere, unless you're at West Beach on a Wednesday night.
Man, or Saturday.
Or Saturday afternoon. Or just at West
Last
Beach.
Saturday, yeah.
The middle of winter, the rain. As we talk about that, the West Beach gods have heard us. This is popped straight up in the air. Mayer has a beat on it, and she's called off by Taylor, who ranges over and makes the play. That thing's swirling up there.
Oh, it had to be moving.
She came back with a rise ball. Riley did pretty well to keep the bat up. Just missed it. But a nice job by Taylor there to come up with that catch. Stayed with it.
Now, Brody Borovnik in black and white. Still taking a little bit of getting used to.
Yeah. Yep. Brody used to be West Torrens and then had a year off or so. She's a state she's this Australian lacrosse player, I believe.
She is.
Done well. I think they won either national championships or.
No, this is a softball. No, they did. They did. They won the women's won the nationals, and Australia is ranked. I believe they're number 4 in the world at lacrosse. Yeah. Right. So I mean, you think of Canada and the United States, and it's an Olympic sport in 2028. And Canada and the USA will be number 1 and number 2 probably in that sport when it comes to diagnosing your gold medal favorites. And because we're exceptionally biased in 2/3 of this commentary booth, it's got to be Canada.
It's got to be Canada
that will have the favorites. But my point here is that there's a serious medal opportunity for lacrosse players of a high level, like Brody Borovnik, to win a medal at an Olympic Games, because Australia is going to be firmly in the mix for. Well, you never know. I mean, you're in the semifinals, you can win gold, but
fingers crossed for him.
Yeah, Canada gold. Australia bronze, or vice versa. I don't know. As long as one of those two countries win, Bill, we have we have 2 medal tallies. We get to combine ours at the Olympics. That's how it works, right?
Yeah. Yeah, we jump on either. Whoever's winning.
Looks good in the summer and good in the winter. Borovnik swings through, and that's strikeout number 4 for Taylor Cottle. And there is a 1-2-3 inning. She struck out 4 through 2. And a couple good at-bats there. She had to work for that inning, but it still goes down as a 1-2-3 knock in the scorebook. 2 strikeouts, a couple lengthy at-bats, and a deep fly ball to left field. Big thanks to our broadcast partners today highlighting MC Sportswear. They have been the staple in South Australian uniforms and equipment in the diamond sports community for ever.
Since I've been involved, yeah. I don't think they've been there at on Port
Road. Yeah, in Adelaide institution, MC Sportswear. Lacey Ham back in the circle. This Charisma kind of feels like one of those games where 2 runs tonight might get it done either way. It could end up being a race to do, a cold night. When you're in the batter's box, when you're kind of tasked with maybe pacing an offense or being a key 1/9 of that equation, do you feel that pressure mount up when you know you're going against sort of an elite pitcher in the circle, or what do you do to try to get that out of your mind?
Reggie's going to laugh when I say this. I think about avocado toast.
Okay, literally, I like this. Break it down.
Anything not softball related, because the minute you start adding too much for an overthinker like myself, it just gets to be overwhelming. So anything not related to softball, it's in my brain.
So it just becomes a trust thing?
Yeah. Got to trust at this level.
On a first pitch swing from Georgia Mason, and that dumps in for a base hit. She just attacked that right away, and a leadoff base runner for the 2nd straight inning for Walkerville.
Looks like she got a little bit jammed on the inside, but was able to get her barrel head out in front and still push it past into right field.
Now, Eric, like you said, 1 to 2 runs might win this, and both teams are good at the short game, and you would almost expect Steph Galloway to lay down a bunt here to move Georgia into scoring position.
Shows bunt. Strike 1. Gall and then Mayer are due up. Should still get to Aaron Reed. The bottom half of the lineup is what the Walkerville coaching staff were chatting about pregame, is giving a bit of a spark to the team. This popped up in a great play from Charlize Callahan. Welcome back to the lineup and welcome back to the highlight reels. Callahan was quick on that.
That was awesome. Great reaction. She was charging hard and still diverted really fast. So that was good.
Callahan putting herself in the mix potentially for the Easton play of the game. We've got some sunnies from Carve Eyewear for the player of the game. This bunted right back to the pitcher. There's one. Morgan Hess steps on the bag. And as quickly as there was a base runner with 1 pitch, 3 pitches later, there's 2 outs. We've had 4 pitches, 2 outs, and a runner still stuck on first base.
Now that looks like a routine sort of maybe a little over-aggressive bunt, but she almost gets it past the pitcher. She's trying to push that to shortstop, and if she does, they're both safe. But the good fielding pitcher with Lacey, she proved that last inning when Aaron bunted a little aggressively and took the lead runner last time too.
Aaron Reed steps into the plate. Donuts on the board right now. That last check on the backfield, it was a 4-0 lead for West Torrens.
4-1.
4-1. They scored a run.
Seacom scored a run.
Wow.
It's in the 3rd. West Torrens scored all 4 of theirs in the 1st inning.
For those at home, Steph Trzynski was pitching for Australia this morning, got on a flight, landed at about 6:30, got picked up by her partner, showed up in the parking lot at about 7:05, got changed in the parking lot, walked to the backfield, and is pitching tonight for West Torrens and has allowed a run. And if that's an earned run, it will be her first earned run of the season. Steph has pitched, including tonight, over 35 innings.
Wow, that's awesome.
Yep, she's wound up.
But it's a 4-1 game, so, hey, I'd expect you to allow a run if that was your day today.
And Reagan Diaz was having her pitching debut out there tonight, which shuffled up Seacom's lineup a little bit, but Reagan was pitching.
Swing and a miss for Reed. Lacey Ham allows a leadoff hit and quickly gets out of trouble, just like in the 1st inning. That's her 2nd strikeout. And we got a couple donuts on the board here through 2 innings. This is looking like a bit of a pitcher's duel.
Oh, yeah. 100%. Mountain West pitcher's duel, just like back in the day.
Big thanks to Walkerville's broadcast partner, Mates in Construction. They're an independent charity working to reduce suicide and strengthen mental health across the construction, mining, and energy sectors. Big part of our economy here in South Australia. They focus on prevention, intervention, and crisis support, providing practical on-site training and ongoing assistance to build safer, more supportive workplaces. Mates empowers workers to recognize the signs when someone's struggling, start the conversation, and connect their mates to help. Built on the simple idea of mates looking out for mates, Mates in Construction is changing the culture of industry, one site, one conversation, and one mate at a time. Big thanks to Mates in Construction. That is a Karen Dale operation as well. She's actually the first off the bench today, Karen Dale. She's on the lineup card. So
she got the gear on?
She's got the gear on. She's ready to go.
Always good for an at-bat, Karen Dale.
Legendary player, Karen Dale. Taylor Cottle back in the circle for Walkerville. How about the legendary, just the coaches that are around on this Walkerville team, from Bindi Stansfield to Linda Martin to, there they are, to Annie Fidge is also on the coaching staff. Karen Dale around it.
Yep.
There's Derek.
Good people.
They're the champions right now. They're the team to beat. They are sitting right now on the outside looking in the finals, with Seacombe right now losing. A win for Walkerville tonight or a draw would put them back in the 4 for the first time in a number of weeks. If they can do that, they would be unbeaten in 4 games. Port Adelaide also got off to an 0-3 start this year. They've won 6 of their last 8. One of those losses, they got Trzynski. So read into that what you may, too. Swing and a miss. This is the bottom part of the lineup. Amber Dodd, Mobius, Courtney Shepard, and then they'll go back to Morgan Hess. Kind of feels like if one of these two can get on, that would be the great scoring opportunity, knowing how strong this top of the lineup is for Port Adelaide.
It's got to make contact here. Just got to put that ball in play, and good things happen, especially on a night like this with the wind blowing like it is.
That pitch on the outside. You kind of feel like that winning moment is going to come from something small. There's a saying here, from little things, big things grow. There's a song about it.
Paul Kelly.
You can listen to that on your way home.
Little.
Rides up on the inside.
Did my gold member impersonation there when you referenced Paul Kelly. Paul Kelly.
Oh my God.
Under my breath for you, yeah.
We've got some Mike Myers references in the broadcast booth tonight. I'm wearing, I will admit, an elite Wayne's World hat. Swing. It is party time. Excellent.
Do we have that intro music? We should roll with that on Spacequake. Eh?
We should.
Yeah. Okay. Copyright infringement. All right. Gonna get shut down again.
3-1 count to Amber Dodd Mobius. There has been one base runner. It was Montana Edwards who walked, the second batter of the game. And a swing and a miss brings the count full.
She's picking pretty good pitches to swing at, and she's not far off, but it is just climbing. It's that little bit of a low riser that looks like it's going to be here, and it's just one bat above it. You know, we're talking about how to hit it, and sometimes you've got to talk yourself into swinging to where it's going to be and not where you think it's coming to. You know, you got to swing to miss it.
Quite literally.
Yep.
Charisma just nodding her head.
Yep.
Like a curveball that dives, you got to swing under it, and a rise ball, you got to swing above it.
You got to, yeah, you're chopping at it. You're chopping at the wood. You got to chop at it.
Yeah.
Full count, this at-bat going to pitch number 7.
I think the other thing, too, and a lot of hitters are reluctant to do it, is you got to almost straighten up in the box and swing a level bat and not bend over at the waist where you're going to cut under it. And a lot don't want to change that style. They don't want to get out of this lean into the plate. But standing up and coming across straight, you're more likely to pick that one up. But
Amber Dodd Mobius walks. It's the first time today that Port Adelaide have got a leadoff runner aboard. Walkerville have done that twice. They failed to execute on a bunt play on both times, and no runner has made it past first base today during the game. There's never been more than 2 base runners, or never more than 1, sorry, during this ball game. And now Courtney Shepard steps up, and if everything goes according to plan, Morgan Hess and Montana Edwards are going to have a couple cracks here to drive in a run. Starts from that spark from the bottom of the lineup.
Didn't show bunt there, but I was expecting it.
1-0 count. Now there's the bunt. That drops down in front of Mason. Stone covering first. They do the job. They advance the runner in scoring position, and Morgan Hess, who has RBI power, will step up with a runner in scoring position.
Yeah, I think this is a good placement for this team right now. This is their chance to score this one run and get ahead.
Hess coming off an outstanding career at the University of Delaware. She's from not too far away from Delaware. She's from Virginia. She goes swinging on the first pitch, and that is popped straight back. Hess had her second homer of the competition just 24 hours ago.
Hess a smart hitter there. She knows that Taylor's tougher to hit when she's got 1 or 2 strikes on you. So be ready for that first one. And she did. She timed it well. Just missed it.
It was an interesting night last night, the way the standing shaped up. There's no way you could have planned it, but 1 and 2 were playing each other, 3 and 4 were playing each other, 5 and 6 were playing each other, which means that in every game, somebody was going to be making a move around the standings. Swing and a miss, and she's got a couple people on that pitch tonight.
That down ball again. And every team that played last night is back here tonight playing again. Except for the Hills.
Yeah, and Sturt. But Walkerville beats Sturt 2-0. Port Adelaide had a big win over Seacombe 5-2. That got them equal for that 4th spot on 9 points. And Hills made a charge towards that top spot by winning over West Torrance.
Just pointing where that ball's coming down.
That sort of felt like one that Hills, if you wanted to make a charge towards one of those top spots, you kind of had to have that one last night.
Oh, yeah.
And had it, you did.
We were going for it.
It was a good game last night. You got yourself a couple of hits, and Sarah Harvey had 4.
Oh, yeah. She had a day.
She can play, eh?
Yeah.
She's a very good contact hitter. That first game we called, I said she makes really good adjustments in his ball, but she hit a bullet, a laser beam that hit the bottom of the fence last night.
Now Hess with a laser beam down the line. That's just foul.
Was over the center fielder's head that she took a step in and it was over by a meter, but that thing got there quick.
You talk about a game of adjustments. Sarah Harvey is one of the best adjustment makers in the box I've ever seen. There's a lot of rise ball pitchers out here, and Sarah will adjust pitch to pitch better than anybody else out here.
Good battle between Hess and Cottle. And a big breath from Hess as well. These two players will pull some votes when they're all added up in the best and fairest at the end of the year. 1-2 count. Got her looking.
Just a bit of cat and mouse there, and she thought maybe she's going to waste a pitch, and that one was right down the pipe. Maybe a little inside edge. It definitely a strike, though. Nice pitch.
2 strikeouts on Morgan Hess tonight from Taylor Cottle. She's got 5 on the evening. Runner still in scoring position, and Montana Edwards, who walked, one of 2 base runners. No hits so far from Taylor Cottle conceded. Just 2 last night. And those were barely hits. One was kind of bopped off a fielder. The other one barely left the infield.
Montana looking for something to contact just up the middle here, something to score that run. Change up.
0-2 count. For a big part of last year, for a large stretch, Taylor Cottle looked borderline untouchable. That stretch was from October till end of March. Batters felt a little safer between April and October when she was in Italy playing. With Neely Peterson, mind you.
Yeah, champions over there, weren't they?
Yeah, she's won a couple titles in the last 12 months. Another player that seems to just dissect the game, Taylor Cottle.
Oh, yeah. She's a very smart human being, and it shows in how she plays softball.
Swing and a miss. It's 6 strikeouts for your former teammate in Taylor Cottle. She's got 2 an inning. Leadoff runner gets on. They move her to scoring position, but no one's moved past second base. And Cottle has 6 through 3. Well, Charisma, you played with Taylor Cottle, you played with Taylor Chillingworth, you played with Lacey Ham, so there's a few connections here. How did you end up coming to South Australia? What was that first thought process, and when and how did it become a reality?
You know what's even funnier? The person that got me out here was Reagan Diaz.
Oh my God, how does that happen?
There you go.
She played at Santa Clara, which is about 20 minutes from San Jose, and my best friend played on that team, Ashley Trueweiler. So I knew Reagan from hanging out with her all the time, and she actually was told me when I was in my last year at Boise, you should come out here. Like, I think you'd have a lot of fun, and your bat power, like, you would kill it over here. And I said, okay, I'll give it a shot. So then I reached out to teams this past summer, well, our summer, and then Reg reached back out and said, oh yeah, we need a third baseman.
And what was it about Hills that got you feeling like, you know what, this is a spot that I'm pretty comfortable coming over and spending a summer with?
Oh, definitely the culture, the community. Like, Reg was very on top of everything. She was very honest about things and about past records, and she was like, this is a learning experience, and growing from me as a player and helping the youngins out. And that got me in there.
Now you're winning some games right now.
Oh yeah, it's fun.
Hills right now sitting in second in the competition with a 7-4 record. 14 points, just, well, about to be 6 points behind, but you'll have a game in hand on West Torrance. 5-point buffer right now on that 5th spot. Top 4 make the finals. Can't win a championship in November, but you can lose one. We've seen teams dig themselves in a hole that you can't climb out of, so you're going to be in the fight towards the end of the year. You'll play meaningful softball towards the last game of the season, guaranteed now.
Oh, yeah.
And he said you ended up having conversations, like video calls with some of the players. Was that after your decision or before?
That was before. We were trying to get a feel of if I would be good for them and if they would be good for me.
That's interesting.
Coffee was a good motivator for every party.
Lacey Ham, another former teammate. I like it. You got 2 former teammates in the circle tonight.
It's really like old times.
And another one on Diamond 2 at the same time. Diaz is out there. Oh, not teammate, but associate.
Old competitor.
All pitching tonight.
Yeah.
Sophie King back at the top of the lineup, second time through. Lays down the bunt, and she's going to try to put those wheels to work, and that is well played from Charlize Callahan, who's had a couple nice, quick, smart plays over at the hot corner.
Oh, yeah.
Charlize?
It's really important to be fast on your feet, fast thinking over there.
Quick transfer. She picks up, gets that ball off very quickly. Half a step, quarter step.
You can catch Charisma on the corner as well.
Oh, yeah.
Tricky spot over at third. Sometimes the corner can catch you.
You know, Diamond 2 corner specifically.
Yeah. That corner is a bit of a wild card.
Oh, every time.
Aaron Stone up to bat right now. Lacey Ham has worked quickly in this inning, trying to respond to Taylor Cottle's 0 with a 0 of her own. Both these players, early candidates for the Carve Performance Eyewear Player of the Game. Hard to look past pitchers when there's zeros on the board. But someone's got to score. Actually, that's not true. Someone doesn't have to score in this game.
That's true.
2-1 count to Erin Stone. She reached on a fielder's choice her first time up to bat. Another player that's come into her own over the last couple years, and a big part of the reason Walkerville were able to thrust themselves into contention last year.
Yeah, she's a workhorse. She always keeps working on her batting, and her fielding's gotten good, and she's always been a willing player.
Ooh, caught on the corner.
She makes a lot of contact, but there's a kiss of death right there, as I was just about to say that, and she goes down looking.
Lacey Ham, you got to get a look at the MC Sports replay. Donovan calling the balls and strikes.
Oh, that was dirty.
So what is it if you were to give me the, if I've never seen Lacey Ham pitch before, I know all the viewers are literally watching her right now, but what would your kind of game scouting report be on someone like Lacey Ham from playing with her? What do you look for?
Man, well, she does a good job at being able to do different pitches too. Like, she has an up ball, obviously. Her changeup, it's pretty dirty. You just saw it.
We just see it, yeah.
She also occasionally has a down ball, and I know that sometimes having an up and down can really get in people's heads. So you just got to pick one pitch and sit it until you got 2 strikes. Then protect.
Then we've got Taylor Cottle, and I know you kind of alluded to it in the last half inning, but Cottle, when she's called games here last year, always been amazed by the in-depth kind of scouting she's got on either players in the competition here. She likes to think the game quite clearly.
Oh, yeah. She's a genius. Let me tell you, there's been multiple times at Boise where we've done like team bondings, and you have to work around how Taylor thinks to be able to make it more competitive for her.
Operates at a high level and a fast level.
Oh, yeah.
As competitive at Boise as she is here?
Oh, yes. Oh, yeah.
Lacey Ham, Jess Maslin, Charlize Callahan, due up here for Port Adelaide here in the 4th, Bill. And this is the middle of the lineup. You don't know how many more chances you're going to get in a 90-minute timed game. We're over the halfway mark already, but this kind of feels like a big part of the order here for Port Adelaide.
Well, Lacey's a hitting pitcher, and you're talking about genius Taylor out there. Can she get into Taylor's mind here and pick that right pitch and sit on it? Charisma, and drive something into the gap and get things started for Port Adelaide.
2 former teammates going head-to-head, not with each other, but with you, Charisma, watching on right now.
Yeah.
This is a weird moment.
It's a little odd, but it makes me happy, honestly.
Well, you know what? I'm just going to throw you in the hot seat and have the reins here. You're going to call the action here, whether it be strikeout, hit, or ground out. Let's go, Charisma.
Okay.
1-1 count.
She just missed that.
She did just miss that. I want to see a strikeout or a base hit. Those are the 2 things I want. Someone's got to win this. So a 1-2 count. Charisma Bergeson on the mic. 2 former teammates head-to-head. Cottle ball in hand. Lacey Ham up to bat. Give us a good one, Charisma.
I'll do my best. Oh, that was a great foul off.
That was a good one. She just stayed back away. That's the pitch before, yeah. It was like that, and that ball was moving as well.
That's a caught third strike.
We'll go again on the 1-2.
Staying with the rise ball or back to the changeup? Got it with the changeup first time.
I think changeup outside. Oh,
yeah.
I think I'm wrong.
Well, I'd go with you.
Oh,
it was a change of speed.
Yeah, that's strike 3. Sorry, Lacey.
There you go. Taylor Cottle wins.
That was a dirty pitch. Both of these girls with their changeups, they're moving, and it's a big change in speed for both of them.
Change up in, swerved in on there.
Change up in. It was almost looked like a slider almost there. That would not be fun to contend with.
No.
Even if you make contact with that, that's just...
It's not going to hit the barrel, I don't think.
Now, Jess Maslin is a power hitter, but she has been known to put down a cheeky bunt, and I'm looking at the corners here, and they're both past the bag. You know, if they're looking to get somebody on, what she might either swing away or just chop one down to third base.
I'll have to look it up, but I can't imagine there'd be another player who's won the Best and Fairest award in both the Premier softball competition and baseball competition. I mean, the Women's Baseball League's only been around for 10 years anyway, so.
Yeah, the odds are it's her, right? And nobody else.
But there was a women's competition before my time, and there's been some pretty elite players that have played both.
There it is. She knew she had the opportunity. 2-0 pitch, you know.
Could be a sign that Jess is feeling a little healthier too. She's been hampered by a few injuries as well, and if you're dropping down the bunt like that, it kind of suggests that, yeah, you're feeling confident enough to move.
Yeah.
Because when she's healthy, she can move.
I like this, the way she's approaching this. Every bat, she starts with that sort of, three-quarter adjustment, but then she can stay there and bunt it if they don't charge.
She'll swing and
just do
grab
that.
one all the way to the wall. Jess Maslin moving towards second, and it's the first hit we've had of the day for Port Adelaide. It's the first extra base hit of the game, and it was a line shot that just missed the glove of Sophie King. That's a big-time at-bat from Jess Maslin.
Wow, she even shifted her hips totally back. Like that's something you do at practice.
That was a very,
that was great.
An unorthodox swing, but just enough to get contact. But like I said, the fielders are starting to creep in a bit, and that line shot just got by him. And
well, now it's a runner in scoring position for Charlize Callahan, who's already had a nice couple defensive plays. Callahan had the moment in that drought-breaking first ever premiership for Port Adelaide as a high school student. She had a big year in general, but again, there was no scores on the board in that one going against an elite pitcher in Steph Drzezinski, and Callahan ripped one down the line, cashed in a run, and made a few plays at the hot corner. Similar tonight going against Cottle, a couple plays at the hot corner.
it's a key double, wasn't it? Was it a double?
Yeah, it was a double. It scored a run.
Yeah.
And Port Adelaide won barely. That was a crazy game.
Crazy game.
Extra innings.
Controversial call at home plate.
Oh, West Torrens lost a few heartbreakers in a row in some unbelievable fashion, Charisma. Like crazy. Like you could not believe. And a swing and a miss upstairs. It's strikeout number 8. The last 4 outs that Taylor Cottle has registered has been by the strikeout.
She's starting to roll a bit, isn't she? Yep.
Yeah, and the Fields only had to make three outs in this game. Last night they had to make 7 in a 6-inning affair. 11 strikeouts for Taylor Cottle. Riley Donovan up to bat right now. Let's see if this move to 6 in the order pays off for a player.
That was right down the middle.
Now, Charisma, I know you're thinking what I'm thinking, and that was the pitch to hit.
Oh, yeah.
To be first pitch swinging.
Especially with her swing.
Yeah.
I think she knows it too.
You only get one good one like that if you're lucky. We'll see.
Donovan goes swinging there, and it's a quick 0-2 count. Here's a look at that first pitch, I believe. Yep, that was
just
down
there.
King William.
Right, down the pipe.
Like not even on an edge. That was right down the middle. Red.
0-2 to Donovan. Some sound effects coming through from Riley Donovan as well.
I think she'd be a player we should mic up.
Yeah, she's got a lot of energy. We've heard a couple comments, all positive, but from the on deck circle.
I think she'd be funny. Yeah.
I think she'd be hilarious. She's got some energy.
Oh yeah.
Lays off a pitch.
Just on the inside. That's too close to take.
Yeah, he hasn't really been calling that low one, though.
No.
And since she's catching, I think she can really pick that out.
Well, two elite pitchers going head-to-head. This could be a race to 1 or a race to 2. Either way, you feel like one moment is going to define this game. Could this be it? It just may be. It's rocketed towards center field. Moving back, it's gone. A 2-run shot from Riley Donovan, and Port Adelaide strike first. We asked for a moment, and we got it. It was a line drive over center field, and what an at-bat.
That was great.
Quick swing, got her hands through really quick, stayed right on it, and didn't do too much, but man, that thing sure flew up the bat.
All barrel.
All barrel.
You got the power from Taylor pitching. You don't really got to put much onto the ball, and it's going to fly if you hit it right.
Wow.
Well, she was behind in the count 0-2. There was a runner in scoring position. She didn't need to hit a home run. She did, but I think it was just more of a that just kept going on a line.
Oh, yeah.
It wasn't a home run trajectory.
I guess I'm wrong. You get more than one good pitch in the bat sometimes, eh?
True.
She hung around long enough and got it, because we thought that first one. You're not going to get another like that. Well, I think she did.
Well, Riley Donovan, like I said earlier, just some crazy stats in university. And the big one for me was the RBIs. Let's just translate it to your typical 162 baseball game season. You want to compare those MLB numbers. I get they're different games, but the point's still going to remain the same. She played 186 games over her 3 years, and her 51 homers are impressive, but she had 249 RBIs.
Wow. That's awesome.
That's insane. Well over an RBI a game clip. That's hard to do. And a swing and a miss, so Taylor Caudill bounces back with strikeout number 9. She ends up, all 3 outs in this inning were via the strikeout. But the big moment comes from a 2-run shot from Riley Donovan that has put Port Adelaide in pole position. And they'll turn over the pressure back to Lacey Ham in the circle as Walkerville will come up to plate. Once again, Walkerville, their broadcast partner is Mates in Construction. Mates provides a focus on prevention, intervention, and crisis support for mental health across the construction, mining, and energy sectors. They focus on providing practical on-site training, ongoing assistance to build a safer and more supportive workplace. Saving lives and strengthening mental health across the construction, mining, and energy sectors. Check out Mates.
Hey, just for an update out there on Diamond 2, they're in the top of the 4th, which is Westhorn's batting, but it's 4-2 now.
Wow.
Seacombe came back with another run.
The real question is did you pay for an ice that?
I did.
Oh, Bill.
Wow.
I did.
That $2.49 a month or whatever.
Love
Well,
the
it's
support.
$4 now, but okay.
Wow,
you know.
you're right, inflation.
That's right. I figure the carbine I got last time is worth paying.
Wow,
it.
so Steph, 1 earned run, 2 earned, 2 runs, 1 earned. So her ERA, well, that's just in this game.
But
I'll do the quick calculations on that. She's pitched 5 innings. Okay.
It looks like
Bill, you're gonna have to call the balls and strikes
Diaz
here.
got a hit, and Neely and Abby Mossman all got hits off her anyway. We got Chelsea Robinson, number 8, the catcher in this game.
So Steph Trzynski's ERA is now 0.19.
Okay.
1 earned run in 36 innings.
Wow.
She pitched 30 innings in Canberra at a skins tournament last week, and 49 strikeouts, 1 earned run over that. So 2 earned runs in 60-plus innings. That will play. And a national team call-up today. So again, if you just joined us, I don't know how she's playing this game. Like, she played this morning, got on the flight, got off the flight, went straight to the ballpark. Softball is life. Chelsea Robinson leads things off, another player that has some Aussie spirit experience.
And it looks like they've added another run. West Torrens 5-2.
So West Torrens trying to increase their lead at the top of the standings. If they win, that would go to 6. And now for the third inning of these 4, West Torrens, they have a leadoff runner. This time they've got Christy Salas up to plate, the import. Now normally, you see a lot in South Australian softball convention, a lot in softball in general. The bunt would apply, but more charisma. You are a big bat in the lineup. You don't want that bunt laid on here, do you?
No, I think I've seen her swing.
She can play.
She's a good gap-to-gap hitter, and I think that she has the potential to hit in a good gap right here.
Good hit and run combo here. Chelsea's pretty fast, and Salas hits the ball the right side pretty well for what I've seen.
Yeah, hit for the cycle in one of her games in her senior year at OLLU. That was the comment from the coaching staff before the game is, off the field, she's been a good fit, but on the field, she's starting to really get comfortable here. And for Walkerville, it's about just staying in the fight until after Christmas and then making their charge. Linda Martin knows better than anybody about getting hot at the right time. Bindi Stansfield did a great job of that last year at the helm.
Salas choked up here.
Chelsea Robinson, a smart base runner as well. Scored a pretty big run at Nationals a few years ago.
Yeah, it was. It was a big one, yeah.
To say the least. Salas jammed a little bit.
Uh-oh.
And that it was dead ball called out, yeah.
It was going to be interference. Or interference.
You could hear.
Chelsea's trying to do her best to get back to the base, but Maslin has right away to that ball, and that's a tough one.
I don't think I've ever seen that before, where you're like standing on the base.
Pretty much. You know, batters,
yeah, I bumped into her, yeah.
Runners think that if they're standing on the base, they can't get called for obstruction, but they can. If they actually impede that fielder, they can still be called for it.
On that shot before in the MC Sportswear replay, you could kind of see that wry smile from Chelsea Robinson, where I think she knew. She's like, yeah, this might not end up well for me. Yeah. Here's a look at it here. Watch the smile on Robinson's face. That was the...
it was like, ooh.
And Jess just checking in that she's okay.
You know, it's the lesser of two evils there. She doesn't get doubled off. You know, it's an out, and there's probably always going to be an out on that. So, you know, if she goes too far and he gets caught and doubled off, then that's the worst of the two. So
you're right. If she doesn't bump her, she actually might. If she tries to work her way around her, she might not be on the bag. It might be a double play by just standing there.
Yeah.
Georgia Mason up to bat right now. That's been the story so far for Walkerville. They have had base runners. They haven't had a runner past first base today. They had a runner reach on a shallow single to center field in the first. Base hit to right field from this woman, Georgia Mason, and one that just kind of dropped in. Got jammed, and now Mason goes at the middle, and it just gets by Hess, and Georgia Mason is 2 for 2. Salas advances, and now there's a runner past first base, and with one out, this is the best opportunity that Walkerville have had.
Another single by Mason. Well done. Good piece of hitting. And you watch Salas there, touches the base, and just takes that one more step and bumps into Hess. Umpire did get the obstruction, but she was not going all the way to 3, and she probably would have just been awarded 2 had she continued. Steph Gall now. Tried to bunt last time, fouled it out to Charlize.
Has a runner in scoring position, Walkerville do, for the first time this evening. I said, Lacey Ham has been very good. She's allowed 3 leadoff base runners in her 4 innings, but from there, she's found ways to get soft contact, some key strikeouts. There's been nothing hit hard off her at all today.
Yeah, no, she's spinning it pretty well. People keep getting jammed or just hitting the end of the bat.
kind of 2 bloop singles. That was the first, I mean, that wasn't smashed, but it was the hardest hit ball we've seen that Georgia Mason just had right there.
Yeah, and I still don't think she got all the barrel on it.
No.
Yeah.
Morgan Hess almost made a play on that.
Yeah.
Steph Gow. 0-2.
That's right on their head. Or just behind us.
An entertaining one here at West Beach. Riley Donovan's 2-run homer on a batting back from an 0-2 count with 2 out. Back in the top of the 4th, the big difference right now.
Walkerville just looking to get this ball in play and make something happen. Just battling.
Not going easily despite being down 0-2.
The thing is, too, she's swinging as late as possible, which is good. She's giving herself a chance, but it doesn't really open up the changeup for Ham. You know, it's usually when that batter's way out in front. So if she throws a changeup right now, she might just slow it down for her, and might not be good. Hanging in there.
Scrappy.
It's about the 5th ball fouled off. 0-2 for about the last 6 pitches. Well, 4 pitches. Well, this would be big for Walkerville. They could answer back right now. Just giving up 2, giving themselves a shot.
Grounded up the middle. Ham will get the leadoff runner at 3. She's done that a few times today. Smart play?
Oh, yeah. It's like she's practiced that a few times.
She's showing herself as a very good fielding pitcher, isn't she?
Yeah, she's had a couple assists tonight.
Quick one back. Charlize thinking about the 3-1, but Salas slides there just enough to sort of get the attention of Charlize. See her just pick up. It's a smart play. It's a legal play. It's a slide, and didn't that slide into her, but just enough to unnerve her. Couldn't return the double.
How many times in this competition, though, have we seen a player, not necessarily at third or at third in general, you see him try to force that throw over to first, and that throw gets a little awry, and the runners advance in scoring position. Then it's a base hit up the middle, and there's 2 runs on the board.
Yeah.
That didn't need to be any runs at all.
It happens.
Point is sometimes the best play you can make is to not make a play at all. Other times you got to make a play.
Oh, yeah.
Now, Haley had a push bunt towards the pitcher last time.
And a swing and a miss. So Lacey Ham, 3 innings now. She's allowed the leadoff runner aboard, and all 3 times she's worked her way out of a jam, whether it be the strikeout or a ground out or some nice fielding herself. Lacey Ham's having a good one tonight.
Oh, yeah.
It's a great pitch. Yeah.
Big thanks to all of our broadcast partners this year. MC Sportswear, the broadcast partner of choice tonight, as well as Mates in Construction, Walkerville's broadcast partner. We also will be giving away a couple, there's some, I don't know, it's not called silverware, some eating wear. There's an Arkaba gift voucher to the player of the game. There's some sunglasses to the player of the game. And then there's the Easton performer, or the Easton play of the game. Let's talk some shortlisting right now. We're about 20 minutes away from there. You have to look in the circle. Lacey Ham has a 0 on the board right now. Taylor Cottle has 8 strikeouts. You'd feel she would be in the mix if Walkerville especially come back. Still might be another twist. Riley Donovan has the 2-run homer. Charlize Callahan, some nice plays over at third. Any big play standing out for you, and any big performer standing out for you so far, Charisma?
Man, I think Lacey, especially with how she's fielding the ball and getting lead runners when the ball is hit to her, she's got my #1 spot right now.
Yeah, I agree. That sets her apart right now. She's made, 3, 4 really good fielding plays, gotten out every time, and the lead runner, plus the pitching performance. She working the changeup. It's got everybody off balance. Yep.
Riley Donovan has been playing pretty well, too, catching all of that, and has the 2-run homer, to say the least, as well. She would be working her way on the short list at the very least.
Short list, yes. We are still, is it player and play?
Player and play.
Okay.
Has Lacey won the sunglasses yet? Who won that first night that we called? I think Riley won the impact play of the game. She hit a home run in that game as well.
Yeah.
Get on broadcast, have you and me on the call, and have a rain out the night before, and you're going to hit a home run. Those things have stayed the same.
That's right.
And versus Walkerville.
Exactly. Yep.
The exact same thing from 3 weeks ago.
You sure it's not a repeat broadcast?
This could be.
Is this live?
I'm not too
live?
sure. We live?
It's the 18th, right?
Can you believe we're less than a month to Christmas, Bill?
Yep.
You can believe it?
I can. Bring it up. Well, I can see I'm counting down those school weeks as a teacher, I'm counting down that time till holidays.
Feels like a weird thing to do still, to have
Christmas and summer.
Amber Dodd-Mobius leading things off. She's got a walk today. This is her second plate appearance. What will you do, Charisma, on Christmas as a first timer to an Australian holiday season?
Well, I do get to go home.
Do you really?
I do.
Oh,
yeah.
That's awesome.
I am lucky enough to be able to go spend time with my niece and nephew.
Oh. So you'll miss out on the holiday season. We get to the swing and a miss. There's strikeout number 9. Number 10 on the day, rather, for Taylor Cottle. That double digits came quickly. Well, there you go. You get to go home for, what, a couple weeks, few weeks?
About a month.
About a month. There's no, I mean, there's no Premier League until end of January.
It's a big break right in the middle of softball season, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That's awesome. Well, that's exciting.
I'm excited. Should be good.
Well, we'll be here.
Just got the thumbs up that West Orange won the game out back. I think that final score was 5-2. I just seen West Orange player cruising by, Izzy Benedictson there, gave me the thumbs up.
Do you know her?
I have heard of her. I heard she had a fantastic game last night.
Couple hits.
Even though they lost to Charisma in the Hills, she had 2 of the 3 hits for West Orange last night, which was really good to see.
Courtney Shepard down 0-1. Called strike 0-2.
Pitch.
We'll go third time through when the next batter comes to the plate in Morgan Hess. All the scoring done on one swing. Back of the 4th inning, a 2-run shot from Riley Donovan. Goes upstairs. It's strikeout number 11. In the last 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 outs that Taylor Cottle has retired, and 8 of the last 9 have been via the punch-out. 11 of them today through 5 innings.
They have a quick when she's pitching, don't they?
Yeah. She's had 22 strikeouts the last 24 hours.
Another one. Gotta attack that early.
I was going to say, it's kind of a paradox in that when the strikeouts happen like that, you feel like you want to take pitches because you don't want to go out so quick. But that first pitch is the best pitch, and it has been historically watching.
I'm a firm believer in hitting that first one.
If it's there, you got to jump on it. Yep. Because that one was up, probably just another ball.
Especially understanding the trends. If she's constantly doing that first pitch strike.
Yep. And now that she's hit that one early and up, is it going to be the changeup or is she just going higher up the ladder? So we'll see. She's got a couple things. That changeup working very well for her tonight, Taylor.
Had a huge first pitch strike rate last season in a year that she struck out over 200 batters. So you're right. I mean, when you're a strike throwing pitcher, it means that there's going to be something to hit sometimes.
Yeah.
Finding it is not always as easy as it said, but swing and a miss. It is strikeout number 12 for Taylor Cottle tonight, who has had another really good one. Just one damaging swing has been the difference so far. And we're going to head down to the bottom of the 6th inning, and well, it's an or bottom of the 5th inning rather.
About 14 minutes left.
Yeah,
Just
10 minutes,
just
no new
past.
innings for another 10 minutes, so we should be fine to get to the 6th inning unless Walkerville start chucking up a couple of runs here.
Well, they threatened last time. They really had a shot, but didn't do it. They're going to be 8-9-1 to start this inning off with Aaron Reed, Casey Taylor, and then back to Sophie King.
They got him right where they want him. 8-9-1 coming up here. You get a leadoff runner, one of these first two, turn it over to the top on the 3rd time through the order and do the damage. But getting that first runner on hasn't been the problem. It's been moving them over today.
Yeah, it's a big time to make adjustments. I mean, it's almost the 3rd time through the lineup. Got to start picking better pitches and catching barrels.
Lacey Ham has struck out 5 on the afternoon today. She's allowed the 3 base hits, but none of them particularly hard hit. A couple of walks. A few different base runners have got on, but there's been a lot of fielders' choices in this game. There's been 1, 2, 3, 4 fielders' choices in 4 innings of pitching so far.
3 of them were hit back to Lacey.
Yeah, it's kind of weird to say that there's been 7 different players who have got on base for Port Adelaide through 4 innings of pitching. If you just heard that at surface level, you'd say, all right, 7 different batters have got on through 4. Walkerville are probably getting a couple runs across the board, but that's not the case at all. In fact, Georgia Mason has 2 of the hits tonight, and there's been a walk to Chelsea Robinson and a single to Sophie King. But other than that, the others that have got on have been by a fielder's choice. It's been a nice performance from Lacey Ham right now. And when you're going against Taylor Cottle, you know that you're going to have to be good. This one chopped back towards Ham, and for the 4th inning, a leadoff runner is aboard.
Man, she just had that. That thing was spinning, though. You could see it from here.
Look, chopped it right off the plate. She comes across, and I think she looks at her as I'm going to tag her. Well, she was looking to throw first, I think. Just took her eyes off the ball for that split second. Hey, look, Aaron Reed does everything she can to get the bat on ball and put it in play. And doesn't quit on it. Stays just on the outside edge of that tram line. Ran that well. Any farther outside, and they might call her for running off the baseline. Popped it.
Executing the bunt here. By the way, this is now the 8th batter that has reached base.
Yeah, Walkerville's really, if they're going to bunt here, they really want to get this one down and move her along.
Haven't had a runner past second. In fact, the first time they had a runner past first was the last inning. There's the bunt. That just goes foul. Can they give Sophie King something to work with in scoring position?
Taylor with 2 strikes on her now. She went down looking last time. She's going to have to battle to get something in play, just like Aaron did before. Fight for contact. Oh.
Just missed.
That is too close again. Nerves of steel.
Two-two count. Just get something in play is the MO here for Casey Taylor. Swing and a miss. Lacey Ham comes through with a timely strikeout that helps hold that runner at first.
That was good sequencing right there.
Sophie King. And a single to start the game. A ball that just kind of dropped into center field. It was a bit too deep for the shortstop and too shallow for the center fielder. One of 4 leadoff base runners that Walkerville has had aboard today. That was a good piece. It just goes foul.
Wow, jumped out on that one. Well, 0-2 now. It should be looking just shoot something up the middle here, hopefully.
Port Adelaide trying to win their 7th game in their last 9 after starting the season 0-3. 7-5 sounds a lot better than 6-6. King stays with it too. Walkerville, if they were to win today, they would jump back into the top 4. If they lose, then they would still stay out of the top 4. Seacombe allowed 5 runs today. They got 41 runs against. Walkerville sitting on 45 on the live ladder. That's the first tiebreaker here, is runs allowed. Grounded up the middle. Lacey Ham gets 1, and it's a 5th fielder's choice of the game here in inning number 5.
And 4 of them are from Lacey.
This is a strange old ball game.
Wow.
One hopper back to Ham. Spins the wrong way, but got her feet set. You know, she turns the, but makes a nice throw.
King's a hard one to get a double on, too. She's got some wheels.
Nothing has been hit hard today off Lacey Ham. Aaron Stone, here's a throw, and hey, if you're having trouble advancing the runners to second base, Sophie King just doing it herself. And now there's a runner in scoring position for Aaron Stone. And even if she gets out here, there'll still be time for another inning. So base hit, new inning. You can chip away. You can afford to run there. Stone
base hit,
knocks one to the right side. Sophie King is getting the wave around home. Here's the throw into the plate, and Sophie King swipes second and then scores thanks to Aaron Stone, and the lead is cut in half.
That was great team hitting. That's exactly what they preach. Go right side, speedy runner on 2.
Right side, got barrel, just made contact, didn't swing too hard. It's a nice piece of hitting by Aaron.
Kept it simple.
Aaron Stone has turned into a pretty darn good player in this competition.
Very good contact hitter, just enough to get over the infield. And King was flying. 2 out, easily score on that one.
Here's where it gets tricky, Bill. It's 9:23 right now. No new innings after 9:25. Runner is going.
And safe.
And there's a runner in scoring position for Robinson and Salas. This is exactly what I was trying to build up to here, is you have your best 2 hitters in the lineup up to bat right now. It's damned if you do, damned if you don't. You got to take your time, but you can't be too fine, because if they take too long, we're a 60-second warning for no new innings. This could be the last chance that Walkerville have right here. Is this where you call a little timeout as a coach?
Look, it's key here that that Riley's looking for the call there and kind of held that position just a little long and just a little late on the throw down there. I think Aaron came up with I think she got the glove in there, the cheekbone there. So
this very well could be the ball game.
Yeah.
Robinson and Salas, they could tie it, they could win it. One swing might mean a Walkerville win. One pitch could mean a Port Adelaide victory. And it's a 1-pitch warning now at an 0-2 count.
Again, same situation when Sophie King was on 2 with 2 out. Aaron can take off on contact. I'm sure Bindi would be very aggressive in sending her home if it's a ball into the outfield here or to the gap.
Lays off the pitch. It's a 1-2 count. 9:25 on the local dial. That's 85 minutes. If this game, we'll look at the scores. Did the game start at 8 o'clock on the nose? It was either 8 or 8:01. We think it was 8. So if that's the case, this is it right here. Robinson. Up the middle. Hess traps it. Throw to first.
Wow.
And that's a big-time play from Morgan Hess.
I think that was a catch.
We look at the umpires. And that's the ball game. Wow. A grandstand finish. But Port Adelaide, they dodge their way out of trouble. They allow the leadoff runner 4 times. Morgan Hess with a big play here. That might be a step to the left. I think she caught that.
I think that's a catch, but she just
Either way.
Either way, she still made the throw.
Let's just throw to make sure.
Yeah.
All right. We need to talk about the carve performer of the game. Now, does it change now that Lacey allowed the shutouts gone? It was a 2-run home run as the one difference in that?
No, I think Lacey's defense stands for itself, too.
All right.
On top of her pitching.
I like it. And we're going to give the carve or the impact play of the game, I think probably has to be the game-winning 2-run homer. Going to be hard.
I mean, I may be biased as a power hitter, but, you know.
No, you got my vote, too.
Going to be hard to look past that. All right, I'll let you two wrap it up quickly. Charisma, thanks for joining us. I'm going to go on the field and grab an interview. Any questions you want me to ask any of your one of your former teammates in Lacey Hand?
I don't have questions off the top of my head.
Just go for it.
Just tell her I said hi.
All right.
All right. Well, as Eric makes his way out there tonight, give those out. Wow, that was an entertaining game. It was probably what we expected, the pitchers' duel.
Yeah, that's what I would expect from these two pitchers any day of the week.
Yeah, the players to come through with the big hits are probably the ones you would put down on your short list, like Eric said. You've got Jess had the double, and then Riley hit the homer.
Yep.
At the end there for Walkerville's fight back, Chelsea Robinson at the plate. So you want hit the ball hard.
She did. She hit the ball hard. She barreled it up.
Didn't cheat herself, and but a nice play by Hess at shortstop, and hey. It was spectacular all around.
That was good softball.
Yep, some short game in there that worked out. Lucky one here and there, but yeah, some good hitting and a very good game, very entertaining game.
Really good stuff.
Still talking. Okay, he's down there. He's down there priming them now with the questions, as Brandon gives us the spiel. We're pretty close. Yep. All right, nice talking to you.
Zagao versus Walkerville. Same.
Was it also?
Yeah, it was also Walkerville. Day after a rain out. Well, we're down on the field right now. We've got our Easton play of the game and our carve performer of the game. We'll start with the Easton play of the game. It was the 2-run home run. And this goes to you, Riley Donovan. Can you tell me about that at-bat there? You were behind 0-2 pretty early. Were you changing your approach midway through that? Because that was just a line shot over center field.
Yeah, I think that I, as a hitter, have always just tried to keep it as simple as possible. If I let the moment get too big, then I'm not going to make it happen. So I just wanted to protect the zone and try to stay within myself as well, because if I let the big, I start going crazy. And so I'm just really grateful that I was able to stay myself in that moment.
I love that. That's a great response. And another carve performer of the game here on a Wednesday night. Here's some more sunglasses for you and some Sporty's Bar. Use it yourself. Spread it around, whatever you want to do. But I want to hear about kind of the resolve of yourself here. I think you had 4 assists during the game. There was 5 fielders' choices during the game. It was a pretty dominant performance, just the 3 hits allowed for you. When you're playing someone first like Taylor Cottle in the circle, does that feel like you elevate yourself as well, knowing that there's probably not as much room for error?
Yeah, I mean, I played against her in college, so it's like going all the way back like for 4 years. But yeah, I think just facing her, because I think we're both like kind of rise ball, change up type pitchers. So she makes me want to be better. So yeah, I think it was just a good game overall, and that's probably the most ground balls I've gotten in a game like ever, I think.
You guys can either choose who wants to take this one, because obviously catcher, pitcher, play in this, but 4 times in the 5 innings the leadoff base runner got on, and only once they were able to score, and it was the last inning. So I guess what is it about that defense that kind of stood up today?
I mean, yeah, I think we've grown to be a team that communicates a lot. So after like a runner gets on, we're like, okay, who has second? Like, I got you. Like, there's a lot of communication going on behind the scenes. So I think that really helps our team specifically. We're just chatterboxes. So I think talking to each other, where the next play is going to be, that really helps a lot. So I think that played a big part.
Riley, finally one for you. I know there's a lot of people that are loving watching you play. You're very animated out there, right? Like there's a lot of conversations happening to your teammates, but also to yourself out there. Is that, like what are you chatting to yourself about? Is there that energy there? Or is that just the style you play?
Oh God, I actually don't know what you're talking about. I think I just do it subconsciously. While I'm hitting?
In the batter's box while you're hitting? I don't know. You're just chatting around, you're moving around, you're wiggling around.
Yeah, but that kind of goes back to not letting the moment get too big. For myself, I tend to get in the habit of taking myself too seriously, and because I'm super competitive and I want to do my best. And in order to do my best, I have to be able to keep it light, chat with my teammates, even with the umpire, whoever's there, I'll chat with them, and it just makes me feel better and do better.
Well, it looks like you're having fun.
Yeah, I am. Very true.
Well, Port Adelaide, they win their 7th in 9 games. They're well and truly off the mark here and making a charge towards second. Congrats to our player of the game and our... We'll catch you next week.